Chapter 506, Bounty Hunters from the Stars. Part 1, Dark Side of the Wind. It starts in the estate. Static's sister Sharon was cooking lunch for all of us. Sharon, here you go guys. Sharon cooked us a vegetarian meal from Azerbaijan. Me, this looks delicious Sharon. Sharon, thanks. It's Azerbaijan couscous topped with Moroccan spice sauce. We tasted the food and surprisingly it was delicious. Virgil, it's okay if you don't like Sharon's food. Because I sure don't. Maria, Virgil, your sister's cooking is actually pretty good. Virgil, shocked, what? Teresa, it's certainly better than the food we had to eat at prison. Lainey, it sure is. Francis, Virgil, I don't know why you don't like this stuff. You should try it more often. Sharon, glad to know that some people enjoy my cooking. Me, it's delicious. We would have gone to Azerbaijan on our global trip, but because there's a nasty war going on there with terrorists, we would just get caught in the crossfire. Lincoln, that's true. Lori, I agree. Those wars are literally a nightmare. Me, they sure are. Lana, let's talk about something else. Lola, Sharon, you cook really good food. Are you and your family descended from any part of the Middle East? Sharon, as a matter of fact we are. Virgil, we are descended from Azerbaijan, Turkey, Sudan, and Somalia. But our ancestors moved to America 200 years ago. Me, that's an interesting heritage. Sudan and Somalia have had a lot of problems over the centuries. Jesse K, yeah. War, piracy, terrorism, everything. Mr. Hawkins, that's right. It was awful times. Me, you're telling me Mr. Hawkins. Richie, yeah. In the living room we were reading books and watching TV. Me, Lori, can I ask you a question? Lori, sure JD. Me, who were the worst kids you've ever babysat? Lori, Lenny, Luna, and Luan gasped when they heard me ask that. Me, was it something I said? Luan, no JD. You have a right to know. Lori, the worst kids we ever babysat were the Fox quintuplets. Nico, come on, they can't be that bad. Lori, Nico, those kids are literally a nightmare. Lincoln, I know the Fox kids. They go to school with me. Linka, they're one grade back and they have just as much energy as Lynn does. Liberty, she's right. We know the Fox kids and they are incredibly hyper and they dominate gym class. Lyra, that's right. Me, wow. That's incredible. Aline, what did they do that would make you fear them? Lori, they are literally too wild. When I babysat them, they kept throwing stuff at me and I couldn't even defend myself. Lori's flashback shows Lori being pelted by the Fox kids throwing all kinds of junk at her as she's hiding behind the couch. Lenny, when I babysat them, they locked me outside when it was raining. Lenny's flashback shows that the Fox kids locked Lenny outside in the middle of a raging rainstorm. Luan, when I babysat them, they poured a bucket of ice-cold water on me when I was sleeping on the couch. Luan's flashback shows Luan sleeping on the couch and the Fox kids poured a bucket of ice water on her. Luna, and when I babysat them, they trashed the whole bathroom with me in the middle of it. Luna's flashback shows the Fox kids wreaking havoc on the bathroom and Luna failed to stop them. We were shocked at what they went through. Me, holy rotten puke buckets. They are that wild? Number 1, Leaping Rachels. They did all that to you? Rachel, holy butterfly wings. Me, no kidding. Rachel, were you talking about me, Nigel? Number 1, no Rachel, I'm sorry. Our supreme leader's name is Rachel Mackenzie. Rachel, oh. That's all right. Lynn, yeah. But the only ones that can handle them are me and Lincoln. Lincoln, it's true. Me, wow. Lynn, but you guys are the best babysitters ever JD. Me, well I can't argue about that. Bobby, it's true JD. Lori then got an incredible headache. Lori, groaning. Lainey, Lori, what's wrong? Lori, I got a splitting headache and it's literally painful. Me, uh-oh. I know this headache. Len, me too. This is just what happened to me. Luan, me too. Me, stand ready guys. Lori then had a pitch black aura envelope her and a blob of darkness came out of her and separated. It became another Lori and she had a red tank top and red eyes flooded with pure evil. The real Lori was on the floor weak and exhausted. Lincoln, who are you? Dark Lori, isn't obvious you little twerp? I'm Lori. The true Lori. Lainey, how can you be Lori? Points to the real Lori, she's Lori. Me, wait a second. This is the embodiment of Lori's anger, hatred, rage, and selfish desires. She separated from her. Dark Lori, that's right you dead freak. There was never supposed to be you or a better world. Also Lincoln, you are the biggest mistake in this family. Lincoln, you are a liar. Bobby was enraged when she said that. Bobby, you are not my fiancé. He dashed and punched her in the face. Pow. It sent her crashing into the wall. We gasped when he did that. Bobby, you are making a complete and total mockery of the Lori I love. You will pay for insulting her good image. Suddenly the ground shook and a crack formed in the floor and huge clusters of crystals of different colors grew out of the ground at an accelerated rate and went towards Bobby. They touched him and he was in a tornado of crystals, gems, and shards of crystals of various colors. Lainey, it's another deity choosing. Lola, this one is beautiful. Lori got up and she saw Bobby in the crystal tornado. When the tornado died down, Bobby was forever changed. He had blue sapphire angel wings and the feathers were long purple amethyst crystal spires. Bobby got up and he was dizzy. Bobby, what happened? I feel strange and why does my back feel really heavy? Me, you've been blessed by a crystal deity. But the myths of the world don't have any gods or goddesses that govern crystals. Lynn, that's right bobsled. Lincoln, Bobby this is so cool. Look at your back. Bobby did and he gasped in shock. Bobby, I have powers like all of you guys now. Me, that's right Bobby. Very, this is amazing. Aline, it sure is. Zoe, that's right. Bobby, now I can teach this evil witch that looks like my fiancé a lesson she'll never forget. Me, let's head to the simulator for that. Bobby, okay. Nico, I want to help too. Bobby, okay buddy. Lenny picked up the unconscious Lori and we went to the simulator. Bobby and Dark Lori went to the simulator and it activated. Bobby and Dark Lori were on the planet More OTC. Ben, I know that planet. That's the planet More OTC. Me, it sure is a strange planet. Luna, no kidding dudes. Luan, it sure looks deserted. Me, yeah. Its name means ultraviolet in Turkish. Ben, didn't know that. Bobby, Nico, and Dark Lori were facing each other. Bobby was gonna make sure that she pays for turning Lori into a control freak monster and making her siblings suffer because of her selfishness and evil. Bobby, you will pay. Bobby dashed and punched her in the stomach and kicked her in the face and punched her in the nose and he broke it. He kicked her in the back of the head and elbowed her in the face and kicked her in the stomach and kneed her in the face. Nico fired Vulture's feather missiles at her and they slashed her in the face and arms and some even exploded by her and sent her flying. Bobby fired a green laser at the ground and crystal clusters grew out of the ground and entombed her in a prison of emerald crystal. The crystal froze her forever in time and she was no longer gonna hurt anyone. Bobby, that was for hurting by fiancé and sibs. The simulation ended and we cheered wildly for him and Lori woke up. Lori, what? What just literally happened? Bobby, oh babe she will never torment you again. Me, we have a lot to tell you Lori. In the living room we told Lori everything that happened and Lori was horrified. She broke down crying and she was bawling her eyes out. Bobby was comforting her. Lori, crying hard, "Oh guys, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that I would hurt you all like this. I'm so sorry." Me, "Lori, it's not your fault." Lenny, "That's right. We had no idea." Luan, "You had a split personality like me and Lynn did." Lynn, "It's true. You've been purified of the evil that was inside you." Lori, "So the same thing that happened to you two happened to me too?" Me, "That's right. We had a nice talk with Lori and Bobby and it was a great family talk. The dark Lori imprisoned in Emerald was beamed to the Pluto prison for tyrants, where she will stay forever. Part 2, Day of the Bounty Hunters. In the training ground obstacle course we were testing out the full extent of the Omni tricks. I was Ultimate JD and Ben turned into Brainstorm. Ben, Brainstorm. Me, a cerebrocrustacean from the planet Encephalonus 4. Brainstorm, that is correct. They are very genius aliens that love the world of quantum physics and they thrive on the intellectual and the advanced. Me, wow. Lisa would love Brainstorm. Let's do this. I use XLR8's speed and got through some swinging pendulums and big mallets. Brainstorm got through the traps by climbing on the walls. He fired lightning from his brain and disabled them. I used ultimate humongosaurus size and strength to stop a huge boulder coming at me and set it aside. Tetrax sees Craven, Stalker, and Sandman on patrol. Those must be 3 of Ben's new friends. Maybe they can show me where to find him. I just hope I'm not too late. Tetrax walked up to them. Tetrax, excuse me. Are you 3 friends of Ben Tennyson? Craven, Russian accent, that's right. And you are? Tetrax, my name is Tetrax. I'm a friend of Ben. Sandman, pleasure to meet you. Stalker, what brought you to us? Tetrax, Ben is in terrible danger. My former bounty hunter comrades 66 and Crab are coming for him and we have to warn him. Suddenly a blast hit the boulder and it exploded. Me, what they? We saw 2 figures come out of the dust and they were 2 enemies that Ben knew. Brainstorm, 66 and Crab. Me, you know those 2? Brainstorm, they are 2 of my most dangerous enemies. Me, 66 is a Sotoradian and they are a race of bounty hunters. They come from the jungle planet Sotorag. Brainstorm, that's correct. Crab is a Pischispri-man. He's a crab alien from Ripyos planet and his body was severely scarred because of a war with the Piscis-Volans in the Pyro Knights. He had 95% of his body enhanced with cybernetic enhancements and the other 5% is still him. Cody, Eddie, Lincoln, Janine, Danny Phantom, Kid Flash and Ricky stood ready. Craven, Stalker, Sandman, and Tetrax arrived. Brainstorm, Tetrax. It's good to see you again, my friend. Tetrax, you too, Ben. Me, it's a pleasure to meet you, Tetrax. Tetrax, you too, JD. We can talk later. Let's deal with my former bounty hunter comrades. Me, you got it. We went at them. I punched off 66's helmet and he was really ugly. Lincoln, well. Me, 66, you are one ugly. Censored. Cody, and I thought the Yautjias were ugly looking. Me, tell me about it. 66, alien language. Eddie, to 66 English, you, censored, freak. Do you speak it? 66, alien gibberish. Stalker, apparently, he doesn't. Me, they don't speak English, guys. 66 fired numerous lasers at us and I was deflecting them with my lightsaber. Rachel fired a blast of sound at him and hurt his ears. Lincoln and Janine fired a blast of lightning at him and electrocuted him. Lincoln, let's use our combo Janine. Janine, you got it, Lincoln. Lincoln and Janine fired lightning at him again. Lincoln and Janine, lightning judgment electrofire. The lightning blasts combined and hit him. They electrocuted him badly. Tetrax punched Crab in the face and kicked him with incredible force. Ricky fired a blast of fire at Crab and burned his suit. Nico fired lightning and electrocuted him. Tetrax got out of the way. Nico, Ricky, let's use our combo on him. Ricky, you got it Nico, and I have a craving for shellfish. Nico sprouted Aku's black flame tentacles and they went at Crab, and Ricky fired a blast of fire. Nico and Ricky, trees of the netherworld. The fire fused with the black flame tentacles and they went into the ground. The ground shook, and out of the ground around Crab grew a huge flaming spike tree forest. The flames all over the forest were as hot as the sun, and they baked him and he exploded all over the place. Crab pieces of him were all over the place, both metal and bloody. Ricky, that was awesome. Lincoln, I didn't know you have Aku's powers. Nico, I heard that you all killed Aku. I somehow got his powers. Lincoln, I take it you read the book Samurai Jack wrote. Nico, I sure did. It was awesome. Lincoln, glad you liked it. The battle with 66 was getting fierce. Stalker was bashing 66 with his staff at a brutal rate. He was giving him one heck of a vicious beatdown. Tetrax was bashing him badly all over the place. Gwen came in, she was firing purple energy blasts at 66 and she was burning him really bad. We were unleashing a savage onslaught on him. Danny, let's use our combo Kid Flash. Kid Flash, you got it Danny. They dashed and went at 66 with incredible speed. Danny and Kid Flash, Super Phantom Dash. They formed a powerful ghost moving at incredible speed, and while 66 was confused, Brainstorm swooped in and blasted his jetpack with a blast of lightning and he was spinning out of control. He crashed into a nearby fuel tank and it exploded into a huge fireball, killing him instantly. Crab. Then the spirits of 66 and Crab appeared. Nicole appeared. Nicole, you two will never claim a single red cent on Ben Tennyson. Chance and incantation, Aldruan inland Thranal Vasalun Lyris Nor. The spirits went into the book of vile darkness for all eternity. Nicole, some scum just can't take a hint. Ben reverted back. Ben, no they can't. Picks up 66's left behind helmet. I've been wanting to add this to the collection for a while. Me, I believe it Ben. It's an awesome trophy for you. Ben, thanks JD. Gwen T, it's a nice trophy Ben. Ben, thanks Gwen. Riley, on the plus side that's 2 less enemies you have to worry about. Ben, that's true. It was a grand victory for us. The end. Another fanfiction complete. I've been wanting to give Bobby crystal powers for a while, since I started a while back on my whole story. Crystal powers are awesome for him. My friend N. Flemingful wanted this to happen. So I'm sorry I took so long with it. Plus 66 and Crab were 2 of Ben's most dangerous enemies. Who knows what we will be facing later on. I wanted to get rid of Laurie's dark side for a long time now. Plus I wanted to explain more about the Fox Quints. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks for that man as usual. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.